Now, in the film, you also speak to many current and former heads of state. Who are the most prominent ones that are featured in the documentary?
I think we were really privileged to get access to a range of really incredibly important people, not only in South Africa's history, but in African history. So from President of Congo Brazzaville, Denis Sassou Nguesso, to South Africa's mother of the nation, Winnie Mandela, to former President Thabo Mbeki, to former ANC Secretary General, I think he was Finance, former ANC NEC Matthews Poza. All these people were situated in a different position trying to force the South African government to make fundamental change in this country. And that's, of course, why their contribution is so important. There's also former President Joaquim Chissano, who played a huge role on the Mozambican border, and we even managed to get former Foreign Minister Alfonso Mbinda from Angola.
Wow. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. These people that you've just mentioned, are they all telling their account of Monsieur Jacques?
Well, I think Monsieur Jacques is what we call the taxi driver. He links the stories because they all met him. But the story is really about the role of regional leaders and their efforts to put pressure, and how the fact that regional peacemaking was such an important ingredient in adding to the internal mobilization led by people like Winnie Mandela, who were forcing and obviously mobilizing for fundamental change in the country.
Wow, now the film premiered at the Durban International Film Festival and has won several awards all over the world. Tell me about the reception you've been getting to this documentary.
I think it's been really heartwarming for people who watch the film to take out a universal message. And that for us is really important to say, how does our history from our past help us learn about what it means to us today? And in many ways, those words have become cliched. But when you start seeing audiences, be they in England, be they in Spain, be they in France, and of course in South Africa, take away human messages, universal messages about peace building, about negotiation skills, then it makes these kinds of stories really worthwhile.
Now, if we miss the slot on Sunday, it is showing on the SABC on Sunday. How can we see the film?
Well, thanks. Plot for Peace is part of a tribute series. So we've had 5 films showing on SABC2 over the past few weeks on Heritage Month. And I think our next step would be to put them on iTunes. And we are not profit driven. What we're wanting to do is to see that these films, you go through a traditional release where you go to the theaters, you go on broadcast. And then, of course, we want to take it on an educational tour. And we certainly will make it available on a non-for-profit basis on iTunes in South Africa. Already overseas, it is available on iTunes in the UK, and we're about to launch our USA release literally in the next 2 weeks in America.